every Sunday
for 60 minutes.
we
are
are
free.
sharing passion.
Pushing
We
the
are
limits.
pushing the limits.
This is the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? It's round 4 pour Ricard. Each and every driver has mentally prepared themselves to challenge, to fight, to rise above their rivals and make a name for themselves on track. 10 rounds of action-packed racing await us all in the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series. Drivers, start your engines.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Oui, bonjour.
Oh, hi, ho, hi, ho.
Oh, oh. Bonjour tout le monde.
How we doing, boys?
We are doing Sacre Bleu, indeed. Tabarnak, très bien. Lovely. Vive la France. Le chambon.
Yeah, what does that mean? It came back to me when I was thinking.
Chambon. Chambon doesn't mean anything. Jambon means just ham.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Ham. So it's jambon, not chambon.
No. Yes, you'd still do pay for this, Turner. Thank you so much for the funds for my next Lambo mod.
Yeah.
One of these days, we'll get to see that.
I've subscribed to this nonsense for 2 years.
I can't believe it.
My subs only come as gift subs because I know better than to give Ferris more money.
Damn it. Use your Prime. All right.
So we are at Le Castellet, as it's also known.
Le Castellet.
Yeah, I can't do the accent.
That's okay. You say it. I'll help everybody. That's French. No.
Does that mean the castle?
The little castle.
Okay. Is there a little castle at this racetrack?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Are we all wearing berets today? You know what? I should.
First of a few interesting Paul Ricard facts for you guys. There are 167 track variations possible at this racetrack. Did you know that? 167.
Well, I mean, when your track is literally in a parking lot / airport, you know, combinations are endless.
I also noticed something rather amusing during the intro video. I happened to glance at the main feed, and one of the cars went off into the striped area, and I was in helicopter cam, and the stripes are over top of the car.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know that already?
I noticed. Yeah, they.
Okay.
Some of their graphics.
Kudos.
Yeah, just a kudos thing.
You could theoretically paint your car the right way and completely camouflage it off track here at Ricard. Just saying, if you wanted to.
No, that's really just a bug on the overhead view, but
Yeah.
where
That
is
kind of like? Bad.
go on first you?
Well, I was just saying, like, what you said, 107 different variations.
What 167?
160, dude. That's like ridiculous. That's almost as many corners at the Nordschleife.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember
still, like-
every variation? Oh my god.
Yeah, I got a few random useless facts for you. I'll distribute them as as the race unfolds, just when we have a lull.
Just what we like to hear when everybody's on the straight.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna read out. So New Colossus is saying, "Where's the link to the French broadcast? He wants immersion."
Bonjour. Just press red on your remote control.
On your Sky Sports app or whatever.
All F4,
Oh,
I believe.
4, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Bonjour, bienvenue à l'émission française.
No. No.
Bienvenue, mesdames et messieurs. We are, yeah. So we're in qualifying. Actually,
Canadian broadcast.
this is not the French. I'm not French Canadian. I don't have that
You're all
accent.
Canadian. You're Canadian. You're basically French. Like, get out of my freedom.
Well, today you're in France, so you play by our rules, and yeah, good qualifying so far. Miller is doing pretty well, leading that bronze split.
Yeah.
Listen, Paris, I live in Florida. We don't go by the rules, right?
Yes,
You do love to see Miller doing his thing out there in the Audi. I apologize for any background noise. Guys, I'm on push to talk today, so if you ask me a question and there's a long silence, there's a good chance I forgot to press the button, and I'm just talking to no one.
Milo's baby speaks French. Yes, we are wearing you on our head. Yes, Josh.
It sounds so.
Yeah, I think we spoke a little bit too early because Carson is doing pretty well right now for bronze class. He's taking over.
3. Holy shit.
God, that is fast.
Yeah, looking good.
That is very fast. I think before practice swapped over, I did see Blaine in the upper 54s.
Yeah, I think the aim was always, the sort of benchmark was 55s at Paul Ricard, and then 54s, if you could dip into those, would be excellent, and then you'd get the odd high 53, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when it's the Josh Barrett versus Brian Garza cage match.
TBD. TBD.
Oh, yep. Yep. Just after we have the Michael. Oh shit, no. It's Paul Miles, not Mike. Miles Paul. Never mind. I messed up what I was even trying to say.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Pedro
The
Miles.
opening event for the Ryan Smith Cup.
I'm like, wait, that's me.
Yes. Just wait until the day I mess up your name, and then that'll be the top
This
one.
is why I just go by Milo the first, because it's just easy. Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
I
easy.
called you Paul the other night, and I was like, "Man, this feels weird."
Hilo?
Yeah, he called me by my real name the other night. Me, him, and Turner were in chat, and it was a really weird moment. It was an awkward
Yeah.
moment.
It was very awkward. I was like, "Why don't I just call him Paul?"
Hilo?
I'm like, okay, Dad.
You need to grease yourself up for that one. What, for you being on our heads?
Miller up
It's sorry for the race.
7/10 as he goes around the last corner here. This could be a really good lap for Miller.
It is, but he does not get to take off second or first place. He's still in the same spot. And he's going to have one last shot at it.
0.72 of a second from Wampler in the Lambo. So good stuff from Miller.
Yeah, and I think he crossed the line at 56 seconds. 1 minute 56 seconds to go, or maybe a little bit less. He might cross with just enough time to do one more lap after this. Maybe not. But
yeah, it'll be tight, that's for sure. It's only 6 AMs tonight. Is that right?
Only 6 AMs tonight. We have classified pretty much everyone that has raced with us so far. So all the initiation
yes.
class drivers are in their own respective splits.
They are badged.
Yes, the remaining ones that we have not seen race with us that are signed up have still not put in any time with us. So, and I don't think any one of them are on track today.
Yes, Chris, you are correct. Paul is a bitch.
Pulling yourself back down. No, you're not.
I can tell you, given one of the white badges.
Yeah, so Carson just goes ahead and
Emotional
Into the 55s. Yeah, that's a good lap, Carson. Bravo.
yeah, that's a
That's
really good lap. So into the 50.
I'll be surprised, but I suspect there'll be a number of silvers that will be happy with the lap in the 55s today. Obviously, you never know, but yeah, I'll be interested to see because I think that's a decent lap there.
It really is, yeah. And here we have David Miller coming around the final corner. 7 seconds to go. Is he going to be able to cross in time?
This is going to be close. No.
Just on the second. And he just pulls over immediately.
Meanwhile, the silver badges are heading out for their outlap.
Yeah, we do have Carson still improving, and he's on a currently valid lap. Next person, let's see the next person to cross the line. Ryan Wampler currently, I just saw him lose a bunch of time. He was just even on his lap time, so.
Ricky Smile is currently up 6/10 at the moment, now 7. I am looking at him, so I might have sniped him, but we'll see what happens in the final few corners here.
Yeah, he's gaining time all the way. If he can finish this off, it will jump him up potentially into 4th in class, I think.
Well, he does ride that end curve.
P3.
Yeah, he rides the end curve, loses a lot of time.
He does
But that's
indeed.
going to be, yeah, P4 for Ricky Smile.
Yeah, nice lap there
That
for
is a very good
Rick.
lap, yeah. And Carson has invalidated his lap time. A yellow flag for him. I think pushing too hard there at the end.
So our Silvers are out on track currently. The first one to cross to start the first valid lap is going to be Jameson Thompson. Behind him is going to be, looks like Valdez Liche. And
You do good, Jameson. Love you.
I believe Jack did enjoy that slip of the tongue.
That's more than just a slip of the tongue, to be honest.
Yeah. It's okay. You were thinking of whiskey. I can relate.
yeah,
I don't
we
drink.
can all relate to that.
Yeah, I know. It was your co-worker, but I thought the whiskey would be able to pass that off easier, you know.
Fair enough.
I don't know what you're talking about, Blaine.
I've seen nothing. So, Jack, so far on track. First to go off, and our silver split is actually quite a large chunk of the grid today.
It is thick.
Yeah, it's thick.
I already do see some cones on the track just sitting there. I didn't even know you could get a cone there on that corner. But Jack getting ready to go onto the straight.
With the infamous pit exit to deal with today here at Paul Ricard as well. Obviously, it brings you right out onto the fastest part of the track. We've seen some incidents there, so I imagine in the pre-race briefing they'll be mentioning that.
I believe they did. I did see in the in-game chat as well of no crossing that pit exit line during quali or the race today.
Yes, and no weaving. One move between corners. I'm ignoring chat. So you can see there, Jack taking a really wide line on that double left end corner, late apex there. What are we gonna see? I do see. Is that Chemo just sitting there? Yellow flag
Yeah,
at the
he's
end of
been
the.
stuck there for a bit. Not sure if he's having hardware issues or what.
Yeah, Kamal just sat off track there, as you say. I mean, his car is blue and black. Is he trying to camouflage it in those stripes? Maybe the case.
Oh, but Jack, that was an invalid lap for Jack. I did not notice that. Victor crosses with the first valid lap. Lukey takes over first place so far. Joseph German takes that over. And we're starting to see some of the lap times come in. Rogerio Santos, 4/10 off of German.
Yeah, good first lap by Joseph German there. He had a really good quali last week, as you remember. Unfortunately, the race didn't pan out very well for him. But I believe he was pole in silver last week. So a 55.5, really solid first valid lap for him.
Yep. And just watching our resident sandbagger, I can see crossing the line straight up to first.
Yeah.
Good lap from Tiago there.
So Milo, did you give him a stern talking after last week?
I gave him plenty of grief, and I've not heard a squeak out of him this week regarding Paul Ricard. So is this a track that he admits he's good at?
I mean, it is a really fun track to race others on.
It is, yeah.
Hot lap, it's pretty garbage.
For sure.
Yeah, it is a fun track. All the tracks so far have been really good. Like, I knew I wasn't going to drive this summer, but in the league races, and then when I saw the calendar, I was like, damn it.
And my favorite part of the calendar is the track with the corner bum hole.
It shouldn't be this hard.
It shouldn't be this hard. Immediately after. Nice timing, Joby. Yes, we have Snetterton next week.
Exciting.
I am excited for that.
Stuff.
All right. Taking a peek at our lap time. Sorry, I completely forgot to look at that. Joseph German takes the lead again. Victor Leitchi up into P2. Tiago has invalidated his lap. We have Bruce Hopkins with a full second on his lap time with one corner to go. That should move him up to P10, I believe.
And there you go. The silver drivers dipping into the 54s then. So 54.5 now for Joseph German, 54.8 for Victor Leitchi. Great laps right there.
Great laps. And we do have a Ryan DT Cody on board request from Turner. Where is Ryan on track? All right. Catch up to him right as he heads off into the Mistral Straight. The track is Wow, the track is optimum and the temperature's 26 and 30. So a little, not too warm yet, but I did hear that the track is going to be fairly warm and no wind.
Man, I'm watching Ryan's Merc on that straight. It's just, apparently the Mercedes is fantastic through sectors 1 and 3, but pretty slow without any toe compared to some of the other cars on the Mistral Straight.
Yeah, so I did hear him mention that before the race start or before the event start.
I was just watching this last lap, and the Ferrari behind him, which I believe is Santos, was catching him quite quickly.
Yeah, I heard that the Ferraris were really fast and the Lexus was stupid fast. But we don't have a Lexus in our grid today.
We don't have a Lexus.
Oh, how dare you guys. So Ryan does improve on his lap time, but does not move on the grid. Next person across, we're going to have Bruce Hopkins improving just a little bit. A few seconds to go, just a 10th. And Tiago. Oh, and that is it from Ryan moving off to the side there.
Tiago currently up 4/10. This could bump him up to 3rd in class if he nails this lap. Let's see. He lost a little bit of time on that last corner, which is very, very awkward. It looks like it's going to be 3.5 tenths. Bumps him to 3rd in class with a 54.9.
54.9 to Tiago. Who is that right in front of him? That is Dylan Beveridge. Okay, who still hasn't put in a nice lap yet. So his lap time, just a banker just to get something in. And I guess now he's trying to improve on his lap time. He's probably not having a very good time with that car out tonight.
Kamal also not having a good time so far out there. Obviously, we saw him stopped at the beginning of quali. He is out on track right now trying to get a valid lap in. This will be his last attempt. So tough quali for Kamal. Not sure what's happening there. And obviously, Joby in the Honda opting to sit out quali and just see what happens in the unfolding of the race.
So Dylan Beveridge heading down the Mistral straight right now, currently up 2.3 seconds. Would currently put him about 1.2 seconds off of the pole.
Beamer of Tiago. Is that Tiago behind him getting the toe?
That is Tiago behind him, but he's messed up his lap.
Because of the toe.
Yeah.
Carrying some extra speed into that corner, whose name I've forgotten.
Maybe we should get the track map out.
Maybe. Le Rouge Blanc.
The red white?
Yeah, sure. Listen, when I speak French, I just yell things that come back to me from high school. That's it. That's all I can do.
That literally just meant the red white. That's it.
Okay.
So pink. So Dylan Beveridge, he has lost half a second on his lap from the Mistral. It looks like he was sliding all around the double right-hander. And he's going to cross 2 seconds up to P10, and that's going to be it for him. Who else do we have still on track? Joseph German still on a valid one. Mark Robeson goes back to the pits. He's from P2.
Moffat currently up half a second, just under half a second, came around the last corner. He's had a good season so far. Does a 55.8, sits P12 in class. So, yeah, probably won't be happy he's in 12th, but I think he's had a really solid season so far. So expect him to make up some positions in the race, maybe.
Yep. And there we were looking at Joseph German just improving. He was in the red, but starting to catch up on his best lap time and invalidated on the corner there. Victor also just invalidated on the right double-hander. I guess he's gonna try and go for a pit entry practice. Probably everybody should have tried that. So Kimo has not managed to put in a valid lap.
I feel like he might be having some issues because he was on the side of the track again. So I don't know if he's having hardware issues or just not enjoying Paul Ricard right now.
English speaking French, says Bullet.
Yeah, why isn't Bullet headlining the French broadcast for today?
Because he's hillbilly French. He's not French.
That's better than no French.
Legitimately, you take Bullet's French and you have him on a broadcast for this track. No one's gonna understand anything.
Did we see your request?
Your request. What is your request? You want an exterior only onboard for Funky Town?
Oh yeah, because we have Funky Town livery.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Let's see. How do I get the? Doesn't let me.
Step aside, Barbie. Funky Town is here.
There we go. So give me the livery. Let's see. Our Funky Town livery. Hang on. Let me get rid of the timings. We can't stop the funk. Oh hell yes! I didn't notice this during the stream intro, and I love it.
I love how he has just embraced the Funky Town.
It's great. Absolutely great.
It really is. It is perfect. Welcome to Funky Town.
Chris has threatened to delete the New World channel if I sing Funky Town again. All right, Chris, I'll save it for next weekend then.
And because of his first initial, it looks like Da Funk as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't stop Da Funk.
We also got the disco ball at the top. And Funky Town on the wing. I love it. I love it.
Great.
It's a gold split. out there doing their thing.
Out there doing their thing, exactly. Yep. They're about to cross the line. Blaine
Yep.
Hall, I guess, in first, but with an invalid lap. I can't see who that is second. Peter Hutch.
Invalid, but that would have been a really fast lap. Just going to throw that out there. Let's see if he can put that one together. Hutch with a 54.2. So provisional pole.
Luis coming in with a 54.9, so probably not ideal for him. He probably has a lot of time sitting there, but that's what happens. Carl Big, 54.6.
Yeah, lots of time left for these guys to get 2 or 3 more laps in and see what they can do.
Yep. Paul Cantea now coming across the line with a 56.4. Not the best for him. He was not very happy about the white badge earlier.
No, I mean,
oh my god.
if he hasn't had time to practice, but I guarantee you, as the race goes on, he will get faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, Paul Cantea is like such a Chad when it comes to racing. This dude will like literally have his rig covered in an inch thick of dust and cat hair, dust it off, hop in, and just throw in absolute bangers with no cracky.
This bitch has been flying planes and playing Baldur's Gate all week. He didn't practice shit.
This is facts. This is facts.
Awesome.
This is true.
Put in some good laps and I'll be proud of you, son. We say that he's not really improving his lap time currently on the straight. Next person to cross the line. So Blaine Hall currently valid. It looks like it. Not the fastest lap. No, it is.
Currently heading into sector 3 through the final corners. Currently up 0.8, which would make him clear of Peter Hutch by 0.5.
Blaine does a 54.1 and calls it a day right there.
54.
Pulls over to the side of the road.
Yep. Trying to catch people as they cross the line. Sakachi moves up to P2. Carl Big, 0.8 up, moves up to P1.
With the first lap in the 53s, sensational lap there from Mr. B.
Absolutely. Oof. And that looked really wiggly there on going into turn 1. And invalid instantly. So I guess he's going to have to work on
Blaine
getting
Hall currently heading back out on track, so he's going to have one last flyer. Put it at a time.
The cone is gone. We have lost the cone.
Chris Turner in chat is saying that Paul is actually washed because he was faster than Paul during the spot 24. So Paul washed Cantea.
Paul washed Cantea. Paul's right, Cantea.
His cats are probably attacking him right now for being in their bed right now. So
oh yeah.
He's probably just trying to not die.
Funk currently up 3.5 tenths. Just finishing up the straight.
But on an invalid lap though.
Oh, he is invalid. Yeah,
unfortunately for him. Yep. Sakachi there didn't really look very stable coming around that corner.
According to Bullet, it was the cat's fault for that invalid.
Yeah, definitely. Peter Hutch, currently 4.5 tenths up on his lap time. That would put him just in P1. Another 10th up. It looks like he's gonna have a good run out of the last corner. And just enough to move himself up to P1. That is going to be the lead temporarily for Peter Hutch as Mike Jackson is starting to come across up to P5.
Yeah, a 53.7. Great lap from Hutch there in the McLaren.
Really good lap.
So Carl is going to cross the line just in time to get one more lap after this one if he has enough fuel.
Yeah, so 2 more laps for Carl if he doesn't mess it up.
Blaine Hall coming around the final corner, starting what will be his final lap. He needs to find essentially 4 tenths to take pole off the Hutch. I think he's going to need more than that because some of the time that these boys are leaving on the table is quite large.
Yeah. Poor Cones there just sitting next to the racing line before turn 1 there. So Paul Cantea not really improving on his lap time all that much. I guess he's not really enjoying le circuit des croissants.
Oui, oui.
No, no.
Non, pas du tout, hein. Oui, oui, mon ami. Yeah.
Mon frère.
Mon frère. Wait, hang on. I do gotta check. So you've mentioned the little castle, right?
Yep.
Is it supposed to be around the track? Le Castellet. No, I don't see anything. Unless they've not modeled it at all.
Yeah, I have no info.
Chris, do you think he has one of those on his actual car? Maybe not the Audi. I feel like he probably had one on the Tesla, though.
I'd rather be flying.
Or the license plate that says that, you know?
Mr. B was right on track as he went into Sector 3. Lost a tenth or so through those awkward S's.
I just gotta say, like, Funk's livery just now coming around the final corner, just glittering, was awesome. Like, the sun actually glittering. So Funk crosses, 4 seconds to go, is gonna have enough time for another lap. Carl, on the last second, crosses the line, is gonna have his final lap to go. This is his last chance, so not really improving all that much. P2 for Carl, and one last shot at the lead. Alcantara now also moving up to P19, so that is going to be it for him. Fuel is tight this lap, I would assume so, yes.
So according to Bullet, Carl is fighting the cat right now. That's his excuse. Sticking to it. Paul's cats are probably just staring at him with that stare.
Louis Castro up almost 2 tenths, about to enter Sector 3, and could bump himself up a spot or two.
Yeah, so taking that corner really aggressive there. Not really. Just give him a watch there. Mike Jackson just saw him sitting on the corner there. That is going to be it for his lap time. Looks like he's invalidated.
Oh, Louis, I was watching his delta there. He's still hovering around 2 tenths. Dropped about half a tenth or so.
Corners
Carl
to go.
currently up a tenth and a half. That would be enough for P1 right now. He is the last car on the track.
Ooh, so 2 tenths for Louis, but he's losing time on exit there.
He might bump up one spot. He does.
He does.
Carl keeps it valid. Has a decent exit. He is losing some time. It's gonna be really, really fucking close. Oh my. Oh.
Wow.
There we have it.
Snags pulled by 3 thousandths.
He does it with laps to
300,
go. With many laps to go.
I saw that, and Hutch he wants a race win. I saw him mention it this week.
He wants the race win. So Peter Hutch is going to be our race leader with a 53.7. That's fast.
I'm going to refrain from the grid walk today, just because of my voice. I still getting over this cough and whatnot, hence push to talk. So.
Okay. I'm gonna mispronounce everyone's names as I do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can do it.
I am definitely gonna mispronounce everyone's name.
A bunch of lads enjoying the French sunshine.
Yeah, just you know. Good luck, everybody. CCR blaring in the background of Paul's cats. Yeah, definitely. Ryan says, "Get good, Paul." Paul. Yep.
You should do the entire grid walk in French.
There's no difference. It's just saying people's names. That's it.
You can say the numbers. 1, 2, 3. That's all I got. That's all I
Their
got.
names in a French accent.
Wait. 17. What's 17? That's something.
17.
There you go, 17. See? I'm fluent.
You're fluent. You should be doing this then. Where's my mouse?
I think the twins should come on microphone, Paul, and do the grid walk for us.
I'm going to step away for a minute and a half. I'll be right back.
All right. So, in Peter Hutch, numéro 44, premier. Carl Big. I'm not going to do it in French. Carl Big in second. Matej Sakachi in P3. Blaine Hall for P4. Luis Castro, P5. Mike Jackson, P6. Joseph German is going to lead our silver split in P7. Mark Robeson, P8. Victor Leitchi, P9. Thiago Alves, P10. David Funk, Funky Town, is going to be sitting in P11. Jalen Jenkins in P12. Rogeri Santos. Luis Castro, yes. Rogeri Santos in P13. Max Diggs, P14. Jose Guzman, P15. Bruce Hopkins, 16. Dylan Beveridge and Ryan Cody in 17 and 18. Paul Cantea, our final white badge, is going to be sitting in P19. Muffat in P20. Michael Lukey, P21. Carson Bungay, P22, leading our bronze split. Charlie King for P23. Jameson Thompson for P24. And then we have David Miller, Rick Simile, Ricky Smile for P26 and 27. Carlos Guzman, Adam Henry. And then we have Adam Henry, and Cortez for P29 and 30. And P31, P32 for Chemo and Joby, who have not put in a valid lap for this qualification session. So that will be our grid. 32 drivers today. And
apparently you skipped Roger Wampler. So how dare you?
Roger Wampler, did I?
Apparently.
Well, Ryan Wampler in P25. I might have.
First is never wrong.
Might have. I had to look off
Let me make
screen.
sure I get us a beautiful aerial coverage of parking lot 1.
Parking lot 1, he says. So let's just make sure that our side-by-side works, because over the last few weeks, every single time I press it, doesn't really do anything.
I have
There we go.
returned.
Oh, no.
Je m'appelle Milo.
Welcome back, Milo. T'as pas besoin d'annoncer ton retour. First podium for you today, Ricardo Wampler.
Chris always has the podium in my heart.
So Carl and Peter Hutz, they're really sticking together on that line, on that straight.
I'm looking for a spicy lap 1 out of those two.
I am looking for a spicy lap 1. Hopefully no bad contacts.
Yeah, top 3 on my MySpace.
So I love this shot.
Yeah.
You're damn right, Chris.
You always wanted to Joey's top 3. You don't, if you know what I mean. Well. So our drivers lining up double file in sector 3 with a few corners to go. The race so far, or the race today, an hour of Paul Richards.
That's more like it.
And
Paul Richards.
And the track is a little spicy right now in temperature. It has gone up from qualification. It do be warm, it is indeed. A 28C ambient and 36 track is gonna be...
Let me see. That would make it quite show. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Il fait chaud à Paul Ricard.
These are literally just words in somewhere in the recesses of my brain from high school.
It's okay, and you're gonna remember them all during this stream. And as our drivers approach the start line, Peter Hutch green lights, and Peter Hutch leads the way. So I see already a move there, 3 wide. Is that Victor and German? German losing a little bit. Some of that. Let's get that.
Some curb riding, but so far so good, I'd say.
I do
But
have
one car is
Jalen
rotated.
Jenkins.
Jalen Jenkins right as I came across on board with him. Washes out wide a little bit and contacts.
We had some contact in the back as well. That
Looks
caused
like
our tire
Simile
to fall off.
and Jenkins got caught up in that. I got to be honest, fairly clean turn 1 and 2 there for Paul Ricard.
Yeah.
I was a little terrified the way that they went in because it looked, it looked dicey. But I mean, having driven this track in this league a few times, man, turn 1 here is quite something.
For sure. Looks like only 4 registered contacts there in the first sector, which is really good.
And we do have their call big right up the bumper of Peter Hutch, almost going inside him. Not really making a move there, just keeping it clean for lap 1. Mate looking at the inside. Was that Joseph German there? I see with the car bouncing around a little bit. That's a bit ping laggy. Mark Robeson goes up the inside of Tiago. That's a position for him. Joseph with the lag. Definitely a yellow flag for Chemo.
Joseph has lost a position, right? He started on pole, so Victor gets himself into provisional lead for silver.
And closing off the first lap, the top 3 is going to stay the same. Peter Hutch, Carl Big, and Blaine Hall within 0.2 of each other. You found out the podium so far. Victor Leitchi has taken that lead from German. Tiago Alves, is he making? No, he's trying to make a move again on
late braking into turn 1. He's got Robertson right alongside him, and then Funky Town right behind him there as well. So Funk, it looks like he's going to get past Tiago on the outside as they head towards turn 3.
I think that's like turn 5 or 6. I don't know.
I threw it out there. Oh, Tiago bleeding spots right now. Took a really wide line through that awful corner, that right-hander there. I do not like that corner.
Yeah, so Tiago was there letting Funk through because Funk is in a different class, but has bled another spot as a result. We might see him get the spot back now here on the straight. Further up ahead, this is really just tight between Carl and Peter Hutch. I almost said Paul Hutch.
Great to see them having a close race so far. I hope it continues. Blaine Hall staying with them as well. Just kind of seeing what happens there. Mike Jackson also still in the mix with Louis Castro and Sakashi right there as well.
Yeah, so Tiago trying to go for the inside there. This is the first time I've seen Tiago actually try and make moves this long. You're doing well. Keep it up. So has gotten the spot back from Max Diggs, and a little contact there with it between him and Max, but nothing too bad. Tiago gets to keep the position. Paul Cantea now making his way up the field, just gets past Ryan Cody.
Yeah, I think there was a little bump with Guzman, not Max Diggs.
Was that Guzman?
Yeah. Jose Guzman, I think, in the Mercedes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah, Max Diggs is in the Porsche. I don't know why I thought he was in the mix. So, yes, that was Jose Guzman. So far, really intense here, lap 2.
Paul Cantea up to P18, right behind Ryan Cody. Ryan flashing his lights. As we go into turn 1, we've got a late braking Porsche behind there. That's definitely Lukey.
Shots fired.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, and a dive from Dylan Beveridge, and unfortunately he takes out. Oh, that's Jose Guzman gets bumped off, and another car that was collected as a result of that. I'm gonna assume that is Bruce Hopkins with a yellow flag there, unfortunately.
Yeah, we might want to see a replay of that. I think I missed that one.
I can pull that up. I did look at the lap 1 stuff. A lot of Some
And
people touching, but some ACC.
Carl Big
Sure.
in the toe of Peter Hutch, going down to the end of the Mistral Straight. Blaine Hall in the Audi also getting the toe. And these three are so close together. Long may this continue.
Long may this continue. Dylan Beveridge gets the move done on Ryan Cody. So unfortunately Beveridge is going to lose some positions. What is that behind? That's a yellow flag. Carlos Guzman and Michael Lukey. Both all the way up in the runoff, so I'm not too sure what happened there. You have a replay for us?
Yep, I do have the
Alright, let's
Dylan
see it.
Beveridge
Oh,
into
and
Guzman.
Blaine Hall loses the car behind Carl Big. And
Carl managed to hold the wheel, kept his car straight, and doesn't lose any positions. Fortunate there, but yeah, that was tough.
Carl, I did not see that.
Alright.
I was looking at the replay. All right, let's go.
So yeah, Dylan Beveridge gets in a little too hot on the brakes, tries to avoid it, catches some curb, and then Bruce is just innocent bystander here, really nowhere to go.
Yeah.
He aims the right way, but then Guzman starts rolling back.
Yeah, and Guzman was holding his brakes there. Really nothing else that he could do,
Yeah.
fortunately for him.
And Blaine, who lost a few spots, he did make one back straight away. He got past Sakachi pretty quickly, and now is sitting behind Mike Jackson and Louis Castro. So Blaine got some work to do to get back to where he was, and it's given Hutch some breathing room and Carl some breathing room. So that early adrenaline rush can settle down now.
Can we get a replay of that moment as well? Because I think we might want to show again what happened.
Which, the one with Blaine?
Yes. Further back in the field, Thiago Alves catching up here to Rogério Santos in the toe. He really has closed that off and is gonna go for the inside for the right-hander. I feel like Thiago's gonna back off for this one, or not.
I do have that.
Goes in deep, throws it in. Nicely done by Thiago. Really good stuff. Love to see that.
Yeah.
Nice stern talking from Milo will do that to you.
All right, let's see the replay.
Yeah, so Blaine riding right behind Carl here, heading into the final corners. This is a slight touch. They both have wonderful saves. So, as was said, Hutch gets gifted a nice lead, but it's a little late on the brakes there. Washes out under the draft.
Blaine very careful with the return there as well, which I love to see. Hugged the outside all the way through that last corner. Really nicely done.
Yeah, two Brazilians going at it, says Turner.
Whilst you guys were watching that, Robertson moved up to second in silver by getting around Joseph German. So Victor with the lead in silver, followed now by Robertson and German. All three very close right now.
Hey, Lukey.
I see Lukey in chat, so yeah, his car. I saw a yellow flag at the end of the Mistral Straight. A second yellow flag at the end of the Mistral Straight, so I guess that is it for Lukey. Martin hit you? Martin? No, that's Michael. I don't recognize Matrim. Either way, we'll be seeing everything on Tuesday for reviews, if I make it. I've been missing every single one of them. Blaine Hall trying to make a move on the inside of Mike Jackson at the end of the Mistral Straight is going to get just ahead for the corner. Mike Jackson goes super wide and loses a spot. I wonder if that's a warning for him. He's your new Artem. Oh my god. I heard nothing. So that is a position for Blaine, and now he's going to start and try and make his way back up. Spot. He is a second. Oh, that was... What is going on with this?
I see a question in chat there. Yes, Kim, only one pit stop.
Yes, this is one pit stop. Mandatory fuel, 25 seconds, and no mandatory tires, but I don't think it is worth not taking the tires. Mark Robeson there, I just saw, was at level with Victor Leite, so I guess late braking a little bit there on the final corner, and he's just going to stick around behind him. So the battles for the leads in all the classes so far has been very spicy.
definitely.
So I did find the Lukey situation.
All right, let's see what happened here.
So Carlos Guzman takes a look on the inside at the end of the straight, and like snaps
loses
and
the car.
flatly taps Lukey.
Oh,
That's-
Snaps.
That's some really bad luck
that is some
right
really
there.
bad luck. Yeah.
to get for Lukey to get caught by that. That's some really bad luck.
You don't see how the tires are going to last half an hour. They can last. Don't worry about it. So currently on the screen, Mate and Mike Jackson. Mate with a really good exit for the Mistral straight, and the toe is going to make the move up the inside. Mike is just letting people take that inside line. He's not really fighting it that much.
Mike also just in Blaine's toe, so I think that's helping him here.
Yeah. Mate really did not get the run that he wanted.
Oh, Mike with the wobble though.
So Mike is going to go super wide and have to rejoin behind Mate.
So whatever setup he's gone with there, it looks like he might be struggling a little bit going into the end of that straight, because that corner is so dicey, and that's where I think you really need to balance your wing decision.
Fair. So if you want to do a side-by-side, I have the Victor Liche and Mark Robeson, and now Joseph German has joined this battle as well, kind of hanging behind.
Yeah. Do you have a yellow flag for Joby? The Vaseline car is in the middle of the track, and cars are starting to come through. Joby's just stuck there. Is this car turned off, or is just waiting for people to go by? Okay, good.
I mean, it could be off. It's a Honda.
It could be off, yeah, because I have seen it go off.
Yellow flag for Wampler as well, who's currently P3, or was P3. Loses a spot to Henry. So Wampler now P4 in class. Had a little spin there and was off in the gravel.
Yeah, I also do see a yellow flag for Michael Cortez, who is currently last person on track and probably has messed up his tires as a result. So I have seen another yellow flag from him.
Something went down between Victor, because Robertson and German got past Victor. So I'm not sure if you want to have a look for a replay there.
It looks like there was a touch between Victor and Mark, which might have caused Victor to get loose here.
Yeah, Mark has benefited from it the most, just out in front of German, and Victor now P3 in silver with Funk in the toe.
Here, let's see.
So actually, this was just a baboon being a baboon, you know? So Victor really pushing hard and loses the rear end a little bit, saves it. Barely, but saves it.
Ooh. Yeah, and loses 2 spots as a result. But
that
still...
inside curb there looks quite troublesome.
Yes, it is. It really is. Currently, Funk gets through, so that position gifted to the upper class. Upper class. I feel so weird saying that.
There's a little bit of separation now between Blaine Hall and Sakachi. Blaine is right behind Louis Castro. Obviously, Blaine was P3 in Gold Split, and with that contact, lost a couple of spots. So he's working his way back up.
Yep. And we see Joby there, who has gone in the pits, I assume, to replace his tires after that spin. Yeah. So right in front of the leader follow-ups, is now going to have to just take some time and let everybody through, pretty much.
Yes, Kim, lots of drive-throughs at Paul Ricard is a possibility. Unfortunately, race control doesn't tell us how many warnings people are on, because I wish it did. Because then we could place bets and stuff in the chat, you know, we could have like wagers on the go. And
Who will get the first drive-through of the race? Here, Jalen Jenkins on the exit of turn 1, right behind Bruce Hopkins. So these two McLarens really going at it, and I've seen them super close to each other for quite a while. Max Diggs there, coming off side of the track. I thought he was side by side with someone else. I'm not sure what happened there.
Paul Cantea, after a rough quali, is still behind Ryan Cody and up to P15. So, doing okay.
Ryan and Paul doing the admin abuse of just sticking together and just passing everyone together. Clearly abuse powers.
Clearly
DRS train, eh?
Yeah.
Dylan Beveridge, Max Diggs, very close together as well. Deep into Sector 3.
Victor has caught back up against Joseph German and David Funk. As I say that, Joseph German goes a little wide, so now he's side by side with Victor heading into the final two corners. Victor's going to get by. So looks like Victor has at least gotten one of the places back in silver. Meanwhile, Mark Robertson has started running away.
Yeah, exactly. So Robertson doing great, currently leading silver. Victor moves back into second, German in third. And Santos is pretty close as well, with about second behind. So silver looking pretty good.
Yeah, silver looking really feisty today. A yellow flag for Max Dix and Dylan Beveridge, so they've come into contact. Ooh, not the greatest race for Dylan so far, and he is waiting for Max, but that position loss is gonna be really harsh on him, and I guess that is it for him.
In chat says Carl is loose in the rear. That's what I've heard.
Ooh, Carl. Yeah, so we have lost Dylan Beveridge. We have a replay for what happened turn one.
Yeah, this is what we call textbook McLaren braking here. So you'll see what happens here. As the McLaren approaches his prey, he hits the brakes and doesn't slow down. And then pow, right in the end, he hits the pork. Delicious pork indeed.
Oh boy. Question from chat from Chris Turner. Where is Tiago? He has pit early. So he's down in 28th, but he's done his pit stop. And he's in for the long haul.
Yeah, he is by himself. He managed to get his pit in, and still get pulled way ahead of the leaders. So he doesn't have to worry about being a back marker right now. And he can just put in some laps, and this might work out for him.
Yeah, so a very early pit from Tiago. I guess he does not want the fights.
That's shocker. Breaking news, everyone.
Blaine Hall, who was catching up there to Luis Castro, goes into the pits early in the race, so 42 minutes and a half to go.
Ryan Cody went off.
Oh, yeah.
See what happened here.
Ryan Cody did lose a lot of spots all of a sudden.
No. Now, a friendly reminder, Ryan did call out Paul Williams. So.
A yellow... it said a yellow flag for Ryan there as he was entering the pits. I guess he's shot his tires. And everybody really is going to be struggling with the tires now. I'm a bit worried for the guys that have gone in so early if the tires are the problem.
That has been a Paul Ricard bug since this game was released, hasn't it? Yellow flag when people go in the pits.
It's because they slow down on the racetrack.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruce Hopkins still fighting with Jalen Jenkins here. I've seen them swap positions a few times already this race, so a really action-filled race for both of them so far. Ryan with the planned undercut. This was his strategy, so okay.
And Blaine is now out of the pits heading into turn. So Blaine has done his pit stop, and he will see where he can get clean air ahead of him. There is a huge gaggle of cars heading onto the Mistral straight now, but those are the closest cars to him at the moment.
Yeah, and part of those gaggle, Max Diggs now making his way through Moffat after his contact with Beveridge. A very brave move there. I don't know if he hasn't repaired any of the damage, so I'm assuming that car is supposed to be loose, but it looks like he's still handling it just fine. Jose Guzman up the inside of Adam Henry is going to make the spot. Is that behind Monkey Pound?
That's Ryan Wampler.
That's Ryan Wampler. Oh, also with a very visible Lamborghini.
Good race so far from Carson Bungay.
Yellow flag for for Dave Miller in the Audi.
No contact registered for Miller, so that looks like a loose end. Audi things.
Audi things, yep. Yeah, Carson Bungay leading the AMS, and he has a comfortable lead. Put in a good quali. And yeah, just doing his thing right now. He's got Charlie King behind him, who's a silver driver anyway, so no battle really to speak of. But yeah, good race so far from Carson.
Yeah, but this is a good indication of where Carson might end up being next season, because last season we've seen the pace really grow at the end of the season, and he was just really doing well. I think a few incidents as well last season. He's been a lot cleaner this time around, so looking forward to seeing him next season in silver. And further up ahead between silver, so this is for P5 in class, Max Diggs and Moffat. Max Diggs again making the move on Moffat. That is the end of the Mistral straight. We'll see if he can make it stick this time.
Yep, they're going to be side by side ish again. Maybe Max has it done.
Max is leading this time around and ahead of Moffat going into the next corner.
Oh no,
Moffat.
Jared Santos and Victor Liche, both yellow flagged.
Victor still running, able to rejoin. Santos rejoins as well, but they've both lost some spots there.
Let's see what happened. A lot of positions shuffling around here. Victor rejoining right in front of Max, so right in front of where we were watching. Nice hold, Carson. Yeah, Carson really holding off there, Charlie King, but I see that Charlie has moved up ahead of Carson after that. Let's see.
Yeah, and Carson doesn't need to worry about it because they're not in the same split. So
this is so Victor loses the car on his own. I think this is just tires going and rotates. Santos trying to slow down, loses control as well, so they end up hitting each other.
Not what you want to see there. The car is really getting loose there is so dangerous. Yeah, breaking into that corner, yeah. So Max Diggs, they're really looking up the inside of Victor, and Victor really seeing that coming and just going super wide there at the end. A good move by Max, I guess, making use of Victor's.
Oh, Victor!
So Victor really was driving in his mirrors there a little bit. I could tell. Or wait, no, Victor doesn't have his mirrors. Or is that Luis? One of them never drives with mirrors.
I think that's Victor.
A yellow flag up ahead.
Joseph
German just parked on the side of the track. What happened there?
Oh,
yeah.
From P2 in class, so he has lost the spot and is dropping now.
Re-going. Maybe the engine cut out.
Is
gonna spin.
Finding out now. He was behind David Funk.
Not too sure what happened there. Jalen Jenkins with Jack Thompson getting the move done into the double right-hander. We should probably know that.
I have no idea what happened. There's literally no indication of what happened there. He just
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it because there was no spinning or anything.
Carlos Guzman was making a move, but lost the back end, and unfortunately it took out
Adam Henry.
I think it's Adam Henry, yeah. It's unfortunate.
Paul Cantea is in the pits. He did get up to P9.
And Max Diggs gets the same treatment once more from Moffat. And McLaren breaks and is going to lose. The spot is stuck there.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's not what you want to see. And poor Max has taken it twice so far up the rear. This race in the same corner.
Gonna be, and that car damage can play a big part here. A poor Ricard as well. Any aero damage.
Yeah, and Max is pulling away to the side, so I guess that is it for him. He's probably done with the race.
Yeah.
You have that replay here for you. So looks like
Louis Castro making a move on Carl Big right now, guys, for P2 in class. Not sure where this came from. Don't know if Carl had. I know he had some damage. Was Louis catching him that quickly?
No, I didn't see any real lap time. Delta closing off, but all of a sudden he was right up him.
Yeah. B is probably going to pit. Yes, he is. B will pit in. Probably will be a little annoyed he gave up that spot before the pit, but hopefully he has a good pit stop.
Yep. Sorry, and that happened right as you were going over the replay. I did have the replay open as well in the corner, and we did see it on stream as well. So yeah, a late break by
Moffat.
Moffat. Yeah.
Please don't tell me I actually call it.
What?
Where's Blaine Hall?
Where is Blaine Hall? I just saw him now with a purple lap. We have a disconnect for Blaine Hall. What happened? His
Oh,
game
man.
crashed. Oh my god. Not again.
Man.
What happened again?
I did call 20 minutes in, so this might have been my fault.
Yes, something must be going on ACC related for Blaine because it's happening almost every week.
Yep.
And it's always mid-race. And never on the other sessions.
What an amazing battle we're having right now through the silvers right now with Victor and Rogero and German
Yeah, I mean,
and Charlie King.
it's been great. Yeah, Charlie's got himself involved there as well. Robertson was in that battle too, but has managed to stay clean and just extend out. All the others in that list have had a couple of minor issues, and Mark's been able to just secure a pretty solid lead in silver.
Yeah, so Santos going up the outside of up the inside of Victor, so Victor really giving that spot up. Almost is gonna lose the position. I don't think German is gonna be close enough to make a move on him right now. Mike Jackson further up ahead into the pits, so the driver's starting to pit in now and get their mandatory pit stops in. Joseph German, they're still with the lag. Not too sure what's happening there. Someone's downloading stuff on his house.
Maybe.
A little bit of updates here. We do have Paul Cantea after the pit stops. Is currently 14 seconds behind Thiago Alves.
CPU overload. German is using his phone as a hotspot. I actually considered that sometimes. Victor,
yeah, having a look here.
a really good exit out of
Yeah,
turn
Victor.
2 is gonna
Yeah,
have the
Victor.
inside. Nice tree there, cameraman.
Lovely move from Victor. We got a yellow flag for Bruce. I'm not sure. He's still on track, so maybe he had to take a small detour.
Yeah, no contact, so Bruce might have gotten a little loose. Victor making you a proud puppy? Oh, hell yes. So that is toe for Joseph German, and toe for Rogerio Santos. Both are going to take the inside. Victor is getting past there and is going to have to take the shallow line into the right-hander. Gonna lose the spot. Joseph German goes super wide there.
Yeah, German
Victor-
carrying that extra pace going into that corner made it tough.
So Victor holds on to the spot. Really well done on his to realize the situation. Takes the inside line to force them wide.
Joseph German will now be under pressure by Jalen Jenkins just behind him. So, yeah, that fight for top 3 in silver is still alive.
Yeah.
Very much so. Luis Castro is in the pits. So right now, Peter Hutch is lead to P2, who is Mate, is currently 7.2.
Yeah. And there, Joseph German goes into the pits to get his pit stop out of the way. We haven't really spoken about our race leader, so Peter Hutchings, still keeping that lead, has had a quiet race so far after those first few laps after the little incident with Dwayne and
given
Carl.
his eventful race at Imola, I think Hutch will be very happy that it's been a quiet race so far. Managed to retain the lead right from the beginning and is just putting in laps. So We'll see where it all falls out after the pit stops are done.
Yep, pit lane report here. There's Dave Miller coming in from P1 in bronze. So he is currently in the pits to get his pit taken care of. Speaking of pits, I'm surprised Victor has not pitted yet. He's had so many slides. These tires have to be dead. So kudos to him.
Santos currently passing him, maybe passed him off track there, but Victor had a really bad exit. So might have to have a look at that, because I feel like Santos passed him off track, but I'm not sure. We should probably mark that one down, because that's not something we look at very often.
You are absolutely correct.
Santos, it's allowed, obviously, who else is in the mix? Jenkins in the mix there as well. So, yeah, this fight is on.
Yeah, that will definitely, I have the replay up. This is definitely going to be something that we'll have to take a look into on Tuesday for sure, because he does go past the those like track limit flags that they have posted on the exit there. So definitely something we'll have to look at on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not something we get very often in ACC, and I think that's probably why there's nothing in game for it either. You know, like but I'm pretty sure stewards would have a look. Tracks like this obviously allow for it. There's so much runoff area.
Yep. So 28 minutes to go. We've just crossed the halfway mark last lap, and most of the pits are starting to come in. Peter Hutch into the pits from the lead is coming back out on track in P6. So, really good lead from him, really, to stay up ahead of P7 already so far.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Carl Big repaired his damage. So now he's 1.3 seconds back from Louis Castro, and I'm hoping that those two end up having a nice battle towards the end of this race, because looks like they're similar pace right now.
Yeah, really are. Further back down in the field, Chemo and Jose Guzman are fighting. It looks like Jose has taken the lead in between the sector boards, so the times have not updated yet, but so these two really having a fight. So, update after the pit stops here. So Peter Hutch still holds the lead with Luis Castro P2, Carl Big P3, Mate P4, Mike Jackson sitting P5 as well. And Thiago Alves, shocker here, P6 overall after the pit stops. Depending on where these guys ahead of him.
So there you go. His early pit, not too bad. I mean, I think he could have been on for something a little better. I mean, when he gave up, he let Funk through early in the race, and a couple of other silver drivers were like, "Thank you," and he lost a couple of spots there early.
We'll have to see where he sits in comparison to Mark Robeson, who has just gone in the pits. So we'll see how that goes for Thiago. Thiago to Pro when? I don't know. Jalen Jenkins and Victor Leite both into the pits together forever. Rogério Santos is going to stay out and probably do the same over.
Everybody coming in, man. Funk, Victor, Jalen Jenkins, Robertson, all in the pits. Eyes on Thiago. He's still got a few corners to go, so it's going to be close.
Get us Mark Robeson on that.
Yep, I've got Mark Robeson on my camera here. He is moving.
He is moving, and Thiago just coming around the final corner right now, so a ways behind still of Mark. Mark is going to keep that lead, so keep on going, Thiago. Get that P1. So we can bump him up to Pro.
Thiago past Funk, and yeah, so Thiago does move up past Victor and Jalen Jenkins. So, yeah, Thiago's strat, interesting one, early pit. And Ricardo Santos, the only silver driver yet to pit. We've seen him take the late pit.
Ricardo Santos, you did it.
Wait, did I?
You did it. Yes, it wasn't me this time.
Damn it.
Hell?
It's because I'm sick.
Something to keep an eye out, boys. Mike Jackson just had a momentary DC moment. He is on track, though. But I went to him and he went Harry Potter on me for a second. Hopefully everything's okay. But
No, I mean, yeah, he's making the corner just fine. So it looks like he's all right. Blaine thinks he's gonna hang it up and rebuild his PC or something. That sucks. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. Are you crashing or is it your internet? Or is it blue screen? I think you said blue screen last time around, didn't you?
Also after the pit stops, after Ryan Cody's spin, he is only 6/10 behind Paul Cantea right now. So that battle is about to.
So Milo being sick was not from his wife. It wasn't the flu. It was my sickness getting passed on to him through the stream.
In the commentary booth?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Cody doing really well just to stay with Cantea here and be interesting to see. I think Paul's race has gone okay considering where he started. I think he'll be somewhat pleased that he's in 10th right now.
I believe he started in P19, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. We're down at 20. Ooh.
David Miller there with a super loose back end at the exit of the Mistral Straight. That is not going to be... His tires are not going to be happy about that. Do we know what the track cut situation is? I haven't seen a DT yet.
No DTs yet. We are waiting for the first.
We are checking.
Yeah, no DTs yet.
Luis
Nor
Castro
deer.
is pulling away from Carl Dick.
He is, and he closed a little bit on Hutch, but, you know, Hutch... We'll keep an eye on that gap because, Hutch has had a pretty clean drive. As I say that, he just opened up another half a second. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Can Carl reel in the battle of the Astons for second and third in the gold split?
Yeah. I just want to say there, Luis's right side of the car looks extremely filthy, and as we're watching that, there's a little contact there with Luis and who is that? Adam Henry. So Adam Henry has a blue flag letting Luis through. A bit of a tight line there on the exit, and looks like Luis has gotten contact, but nothing happened out as a result of it. Carl is going to get through just fine as well. So no time lost for both of them, really.
So after pit stops, a lot of people have spread out closest battles on track at the moment. Paul Cantea and Ryan Cody, Carson Bungay and Jack Thompson.
Yeah, so 2 fights, not for class position, but both of them, you know, super tight with each other, and Ryan and Paul Cantea not really abusing their admin powers yet.
Milo, would you like to kick off with a random Paul Ricard fun fact? Person battle?
A fun fact? Yeah, I can. The champions, like the winner's trophy in the F1 race here, is a gorilla.
I feel like we need that trophy for New World Sim Racing.
Yeah, it's like King Kong with his arms up in the tricolor.
We need a baboon trophy for us.
Yeah,
it's almost the same thing. I was not expecting that.
You asked, I delivered.
Give us another one, because we've been here for 40 minutes without one.
This is true. What else have I got? Hang on. The track isn't named after a driver. You know, a lot of tracks take their name from a driver. So like Paul Ricard wasn't a famous driver. He was a drinks magnate. So most famous for Ricard, which is a pasty, a French alcoholic drink that is an anise and licorice flavored aperitif. There you go.
Jägermeister?
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
The French Jaeger?
All right, I'm running out of facts now, so move on quickly.
How many more do you got?
None.
We got him.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So
I will get some more in case.
Very nice. So Peter Hutch takes purple lap of the race after Blaine's disconnect. Blaine did have it right before then with a 54.3 race pace.
alert, we have our first DT for the night.
And
Ricky Stingley.
Rick Simile and Charlie King, and who is that? Michael Cortez come into contact in the long double right-hander at the beginning of Sector 3. So Michael not really having the best race himself so far. I believe that was a blue flag situation right there. To the wiki, Ryan needs the draft, so he needs to hang on to Paul. Yeah, Ryan, so sticking ahead of Joseph German. Joseph is in the tow now, so he is going to get it all up in this fight.
You have a battle in the middle of the silver pack here. Bruce Hopkins has caught up to Jose Guzman. Currently 2/10 heading into the final corner here. See if Bruce has some pace to get by him here.
Yeah, German has closed those 2 seconds to Ryan, and they are going to go into the straight very soon. So 4/10 in between them. And currently here, battle between Guzman and Hopkins still going on.
Come on, Ryan, with a big macho engine.
So going into the straight, 2/10 from German to Cody, 3/10 from Cody to Kantea. I think we're going to see a move here getting done by German going into the... We should probably figure out that corner name.
It's a corner.
Into that corner. Yeah, so German
Just
into
German,
the inside. Ryan not really fighting it.
Yeah. Side by side. Leaves the space.
Leaves the
Ryan
space.
Manages to hold on. Loses a lot of time to Paul, though.
Turner redeeming the one driver on board for Tiago podium pace Alves. Where is Tiago on track currently? So Tiago about to coming around the final corner,
Yeah.
going in for his onboard lap. Let's see what he does. So in a bubble currently, 3 and 2 seconds. Sorry, 14 seconds ahead and 2 seconds behind.
Hutch got past Santos without any incident, so he'll be happy. He's still got a fairly healthy lead. And Santos the only man yet to pit. He's pit last every round so far, I think. Right?
Yes, he's doing my strat.
He does the long strat, which, given the tire model, it's brave.
Yep. Ryan Cody with a deep dive in on the inside of Paul Cantea and gets the move done. And just runs away from Paul. Paul just got bullied. just straight up bullied by the big macho engine. Chris would be proud right now of Ryan with that beautiful move on Paul.
First week was Network DC, last week an OBS crash that killed your game. This week ACC just closed as though you altered fort. That sucks. I have had those happen.
Admin collusion, 100%.
Yeah.
Hashtag great.
Ryan needs...
I am stepping away from the mic for a minute or two, guys. I'll be back.
No problem.
Okay.
Ryan told Paul to hold up German. Yes, definitely. Admin collusion. Ooh, that... Tiago's tires there, not really sounding too good. We also have on the side there, your screen, I see Paul Cantea side by side with German. So that is going into, at the end of the Mistral straight. Not really getting the move done on German. I guess he's let him through. And
So let's see if Joseph German can catch back up to Ryan Cody. Joseph definitely has the pace. So he might be able to make this stick on Ryan if he gets a good run now. Paul's out of the way, no longer an issue for them. Nothing but open track ahead. So it's just going to be some Merc on Ferrari action here.
Yeah, but Ryan also did really just hold on to that lead because of the tow from Paul on the last few laps. So German currently half a second behind Ryan Cody going into the start of the lap. I guess we're going to see some really fast, much faster tow action there for German. The battle in stereo. Oh my god, I thought I pressed the button. There we go. Pretty sure I pressed it. I've been like having to press them 2-3 times for it to work. I don't know why.
Skill issue.
Yeah, definitely. Nice and tidy from Tiago, yes. Sorry, go on.
Love to see it. Bruce Hopkins still struggling to get around Jose Guzman. Pace, the gap's now down to 0.9 seconds, so Gap's increased a little bit. So we'll see how that turns up in middle pack silver racing.
Ryan about to get killed. So 6 seconds from German, 6/10, sorry, from German behind. And I don't think he's going to have enough of a run to get past Ryan. They're almost at the end of the straight. I don't know if Ryan has finished reading his book yet, so that gap has gone down to 3/10 by the end. What book do you read on that straight?
You know, I read the How to Properly Snap My Spaghetti.
Oh my god, and he says it. Blasphemy.
It's written by Cody Ryan, not to be confused with Ryan Cody.
Of course. A position swap there from Luis and Rogerio Santos, so I guess Rogerio really letting Luis through. Just fine. Carl Big just 1 second behind now. Is not going to have the tow from this, so is not really going to benefit from that. And we'll see, when does Rogerio pit? There's just 14 minutes left to go, so another 6 laps to go, I want to say.
Honestly, kudos to him to have those tires last this long.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's really trying to push for the light and fresh tires at the end, but I think that might be a little too long to stay out. I would have pit around the 17 to 15 mark myself. Jack Thompson gets past Carson Bungay. Carson's really actually fighting it, so he is going to try and look up the inside on turn 1, but he's not going to do anything there. Joseph German really sticking to Ryan Cody this time, so he's going to be a lot closer going into the straight. 3/10, a yellow flag for Mike Jackson, and a yellow flag for Adam Henry, so it looks like they might have come into contact with each other, and Mike loses a spot as a result to Mark Robeson. So Joseph German currently a 10th off of Ryan is almost loses it. I guess that's probably some of the lag that he's getting as he probably shifted, or Ryan shifted. I've seen that kind of
sat back
rubber
down as that happened.
Yeah, that was intense there, but it was, yeah, Ryan really covering that inside line, and Joseph almost getting through. Actually, if he was a bit smoother, he would have maybe gotten almost past around the outside line. Here come Paul and Jenkins. Yeah, so Paul and Jenkins right behind, next to each other there. Just 8/10 separating each of them. Carl Big does get around Rogerio. Rogerio actually not really giving him all that much of the space there. Wonder if that was a warning for Carl there, going pretty wide on the exit. But Rogerio now up in the toe from Carl. Rogerio still has yet to pit. There's just 11 minutes to go in the race. See what he does there. And currently the leader, so leader Paul Hutch. Paul Hutch, wow, I said it. There you go. There's my one.
Yes.
Peter Hutch, 5 seconds and a half from Luis Castro, and 4 seconds. I'll just do another one from Charlie Big.
Nice.
So a 5-second sandwich there for Luis in podium.
Yeah, great race. Again, I said it earlier, Carson Bungay leading the AM split, and he's had a great race. Just getting her done out there. Love to see it.
Oh, God, I can't believe I keep doing this.
Don't worry, we can.
German with the toe on Ryan Cody once more. Down to the end of the Mistral Straight.
Ryan is going to keep
positions.
that lead, leaving him just enough space to take that curb and take the outside, but a good effort from both drivers so far.
Yeah, so Tiago's mega undercut. I see. I think you guys were talking about it when I sat back down.
Yep.
He's third in class, so good stuff from Tiago. I think he'll be pretty happy with that right now.
Yeah, Ryan is making that Merc wider than it actually is.
Although I should say he's probably second in class because, yeah, Santos yet to pit.
Santos yet to pit, so going on for yet another lap. That is long.
Yeah.
And now Jalen Jenkins has really become part of this battle now. So Joseph German needs to start worrying about the defense as well. Always gets a little interesting.
Defending while attacking is probably the hardest thing to do in sim racing. Requires such an amount of concentration to get it right.
Yep, you have to know when to make your moves. Where can you afford to make a move if it doesn't work that you don't lose the position?
Yeah,
and here in the parking lot, it's pretty hard.
And sometimes defending from someone looks like you're just sending it on the guy in front.
Yeah.
Moffat and Kajcevic also about to go at it a little bit here as well. I saw Bruce was just in front of them. So 3 McLarens, 19, 20, 21 overall.
Yeah.
And keep an eye on this because this could be a little battle here as well.
Yeah, we're also watching here, Ryan. Again, 2 tenths separating him and German into the Mistral Straight. Ryan is going to take the inside, German up the outside. He's going to clear him way before the corner ends. And Ryan is just going to have to tuck in, unfortunately, this time for him.
Yep.
So that is the move done for Joseph German. Nothing really that Ryan could do.
Ryan did the right thing, though, there. He tucked back in, didn't panic, just kept his line, and now Ryan will have to deal with Jenkins behind him and German in front. So, little switcheroo.
Team orders coming in from the Mercedes camp. Just kill him, Ryan. That's easy.
Louis Castro has the gap down to about 4.9, 4.8 seconds to Hutch. And what a drive for Luis again.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, you can say it, gapping Carl, which is kind of insane to think about. So,
Yep.
Apparently, if you make the GT3s slower in the patch, slow car Giga Chad Luis Castro becomes an alien.
Sakachi using the toe. He should get around Santos. No problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a battle.
So Rogério not really fighting the inside. He's not defending, but he's not lifting either. So that's still all right. That is a warning for Sakachi. So I'm curious to see how many more he has. We've only seen
still
one
just had the one
so far.
The one drive-through?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen another one. So my lousy prediction of 6 at the beginning of the stream is was not it.
Hey.
Joseph German, with that clean air, is opening a little gap up behind him to Ryan Cody. So,
yeah,
and they're on the straight. Ryan's not in the toe, but Jenkins is. So this could be trouble for Ryan here.
Yeah, this could be trouble for Ryan. I don't think Jenkins has enough speed to make it up the inside for the corner. He was thinking about it, but not really much he can do.
And Santos is now in the pits.
All right.
Santos pits was 7 minutes ago, pretty much. That is going to be just 3 laps of time on the fresh rubber. I think that was... You're probably getting a lot more time if you pit around 20, 15. Thank you for the follow, Teriyaki Papi.
Sure, you get his name right, but Hutch you call Paul.
I'm just going to go inside Paul Hutch.
Moffat getting the move done on Kamal Kajcevic.
Right as I got in Hutch there, we missed the move, yes, on Kamal and Moffat. So these two, I have seen them battling for position quite a bit. Rogério Santos now coming out the pits is going to drop behind, right next to Victor Leite, it looks like. It going into turn 1, Victor has the speeds and is going to look for that inside line, is not really going to have enough space to get it done. But so this fight between Rogério is now going to move, Victor and Rogério are now going to have to fight each other, so they're just within the toe.
Yep.
Rogério on colder tires, so Victor is going to have the advantage so far, but Rogério on super fresh rubber. Victor is still carrying damage, I believe, so yes, he is.
Also, keep in mind, this is the battle that was occurring before the Victor had pitted, and Rogério got the pass done on the what might have been an off track.
That's right.
kind of
Yeah.
Oh,
thing to
yes.
think about in terms of this battle.
Hutch has put in his best lap and extended that gap back to 6.1 seconds. So Hutch, obviously seeing Luis getting closer, puts in a real banger of a lap. That's how you do it.
So 54.9 for his last lap time, a 54.3 for the best lap time. And for Luis, it's a 55.7 on his last lap. So almost a second slower. Hutch really trying to make that time up, looks like. And Carl, further back, P3 overall, also 6 seconds behind Luis. Luis so far having a really good race today.
Yeah, same too for Mark Robertson, because it was an eventful start for the sort of top of the silver split. Lots of positions being swapped, lots of side-by-sides, and once he got away, he's never really looked back. So really good race from him again in silver.
Yeah, and the attrition rate is not that bad today. So we have lost 6 drivers from the start. We started with 32. We're at 27 now. Oh,
Victor with a good
5.
run out of the last corner. Gets side by side with Rogero. Makes the move on the inside. Let's see if he can make it stick. It looks like he should be able to.
Nicely
And
done.
does. Well done, Victor.
Yeah, so well done from Victor there for the position that is 6th in class.
999, the
seven.
janitor. Thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you so much to Johnny.
That's my line.
Say it. Say it.
The janitor. There you go.
See you later.
See you later.
Further up ahead, so P4 in class, Ryan Cody still keeping Jalen Jenkins at bay behind, but Jalen now has the toe and is going to have more than enough space to go side by side. Not enough to clear.
Drive through number 2, Muff, off that.
Oh,
P20
Muff.
with the DT.
Yeah, Jalen had that run into the outside. Ryan held the inside and did really well, but then made a little mistake on the next corner, which has allowed Jenkins through. They're still battling, though.
Yeah, so we'll
as they go
switch
into
back,
sector 3.
but Ryan is not going to have the run. Unfortunately, Jalen is going to get that spot, so whatever
And
Ryan
a yellow
did there.
flag for Kentaya, who retires, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think he's just calling it. I don't see any contacts. I think he just lost the car.
From P7.
The sprite got
P7.
flat tonight, boys.
Well, lucky for him, he has completed over 80% of the race distance, so he is just going to keep his points for the race.
Nice.
No, you said P7, so he was ahead of David Funk. What
He
happened
was,
to Funk?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Wasn't Funk
No.
ahead earlier?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure.
It's had
To
Merc
be-
noises, unfortunately. It's all right. So we'll keep watching this fight here between Ryan Cody and Jalen Jenkins. They are really next to each other there. So Ryan, let's get a little bumper cam.
Let's see what the Merc is like in the toe. Should have it here. He said it's really bad out of the toe, but really good in the toe. So I guess we'll see right now.
Doesn't look like he really has.
Like the toes hurt.
Yeah, he might be a little bit out of range, but we'll see if he closes this gap.
So
So
Jalen,
Paul Hutch is on the last lap of the race.
so yeah, Ryan not really getting that
David
much
Funk
speed.
slide.
Saved it. Hutch on the last lap of the race, leading the gold drivers and looking for his first race win of the season.
I do have to say, Ryan there, the Merc really looked slow, even in the toe there. Further behind, so this battle between Victor and Rogerio, I don't think we have seen the move done by Victor to get past. No, we have, over into turn 1. Rogerio still sticking behind on the fresher rubber with not a lot of fuel left in that car, so just 1 lap to go to get a move done. And this is currently the closest battle on track.
I believe this will be our 4th different winner this season as well.
Overall, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we've had a
Yeah.
different winner every single race.
You love to see that.
That's what happens when the baboon's not here.
Where is he, anyways? Nicholas, I
I'm
know.
probably sleeping.
Come on, man. So as they go into the final race, is that Adam Henry coming out the pits right in front of Victor? Victor really giving it a flash.
Victor giving oh yeah.
Hutch is about to enter the last two corners, and he will take the win.
No, I can't, Chris. Don't give me false hope.
You two can win a race at New World. Yes, Hutch with the flashers, with the blinkers, and flashing all his way through the finish line, takes the win at Paul Richards.
And
today.
Louis Castro with a P2. Fantastic drive from Luis again. What an alien. And then Carl Big taking P3 in gold. With Sakachi just behind him, but that's your podium. Yeah, Hutch, Castro, and Big.
So, Funk texting and driving saying Tiago faster than Funk.
Yeah, Tiago, no complaints here. Bold strategy, pit super early. One of the first to pit in. Mega undercut from Tiago. And, yeah.
Taking home P2 in the silver. Love to see it.
Congrats to Robertson for winning silver as well. He just did a couple of donuts among the stripes.
This man right here texting and probably cooking something on that straight as well. David Funk, Mr. Funky Town, is going to come across, finishing the pro split.
Joseph German will take P3 in silver.
P3 in silver, yes.
Decent result there. Podium spot for German.
Further back, so Rogério Santos 6/10 off of Victor Leite is not going to be able to get a move done going into the final corner, and this is going to be their finishing positions going into
good battle to see out the race between those two.
Yeah.
Final corner comes Carson Bungay winning in the bronze class, taking it home. You love to see it. Congrats, Carson, on the dubs.
It's a lap ahead of David Miller, who's already in the pits, and Ryan Wamper takes P3 in bronze. Nice drive from Carson, definitely.
Barrett says boo, all silvers boo. Sorry, that was Josh talking. Yeah, Barrett, who won the last 2 rounds, I think, for silver, if I'm not mistaken. Missing in action today, so a drop round for him. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you back at Snetterton next week, question mark?
The Snets?
The Snets, as it's known. Miller, P2 in class. Love to see it.
P2 in class, yep. And Ryan Wampler, P3. We're just going to watch David Funk bully Thiago on the straight here on the in-lap. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Oh.
Great stuff.
A little slide there from who's that? Jack Thompson. Jameson Thompson. Yes. So that was. C'était 1 heure à Paul Ricard. Merci, mesdames et messieurs. That was the French stream. The entire thing was in French, just so that everybody knows. For immersion, you guys all just kind of learned French for the night. Immersion, yes. Oui. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along today. That was honestly a super packed 1 hour.
It was, yeah.
There's a lot going on. Once again, Paul Ricard delivers good racing, even though everyone says it sucks.
I guess that leaves not much else to say other than bonjour.
No, au revoir.
Sure.
It's not bonjour.
Don't make me laugh because I cough when I laugh.
You're doing it yourself. So yes, see you guys all next week for an hour at Snetterton.
The Snats. Looking forward to
it. I really am. I love that track way more than Laguna. That's all I have to say.
All right, guys. Good night. See you, chat. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, everyone.
And yes, good win to Hutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, croissant baguette.
Okay.
Every Sunday
Every Sunday
for 60 minutes. We are free. Sharing passion. Pushing
We
the
are
limits.
pushing the limits.
This is the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? It's round 4 pour Ricard. Each and every driver has mentally prepared themselves to challenge, to fight, to rise above their rivals and make a name for themselves on track. 10 rounds of action-packed racing await us all in the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series. Drivers, start your engines.